I want to make it very clear at the top of this video that I am not trying to criticize or call out any of these creators that are making this specific type of content. I am talking about the content itself and TikTok's behavior in association with it.
That's it. That's my intro.
Hey Amanda, you're watching Swell Entertainment, and today we are talking about here is how I create high quality, high value content on TikTok. Why? Because if I see one more of these gosh dang videos, I'm gonna go crazy. As you can see, I'm still on the boat. Yes, I've been filming quite a bit while I've been here, but I wanted to talk about this because I actually know where this stems from this time around. You know, usually when I make a video about a TikTok trend or a type of content via TikTok, I'm like, let's try and find like the source of this. I know 100% what the source of this is because I had friends that were at the event that caused this to start. But first, let me tell you about the sponsor for today's video, Holzkern. I'm one of those people that definitely finds one shop to fulfill all of my gifting needs, and then that is where everyone gets gifts from that holiday season. Gift giving is not my love language. Holzkern is a family business founded in Vienna in 2016 that specializes in making accessories like watches and jewelry from natural materials like stones and wood. On top of having a myriad of beautiful and incredible products, they also offer free express shipping worldwide. Some of their natural materials include peacock feathers, wood, natural gemstones, and stone. Let's go through some of the products that Holzkern sent me. First, we have the Campania ring. I got mine in a size 7. I also got the visual earrings made with white nacre and gold. They also sent me the woman's sunny side watch with nacre and gold. You guys know how much I love green. Holzkern doesn't just have women's pieces. They also sent me one of their men's watches. This is the Existential in gold and marble. Because each product is made using natural materials, every product is unique, and they make everything in small batches to maintain quality. Let Holzkern be your one-stop shop for all your holiday shopping. They guarantee delivery by Christmas on all orders placed by December 19th. Go to holzkern.com/swellend to get started on all of your holiday shopping, and be sure to use code SWELL15 to get 15% off your order. Now, this is a limited time code, so be sure to get on it fast. And thank you to Holzkern for sponsoring this video. Now, I should note that I don't know if any of these creators that are making this video were actually at this event. So far, the ones that I have spoken to, my friends that had been at this event, they are not the ones making this content, and most of them have actively railed against these comments made by TikTok, told me or complained to me or have publicly stated that TikTok is out of touch and missing the point. And videos like this, I don't think is going to accomplish what TikTok wants. If you were on TikTok lately, you may have seen a video like this. Now, this is just going to be an example. I am not picking apart this creator in any way, shape, or form. I am simply using this as an example.
This is me, a next gymnast for Great Britain. And this is a secret to how I've grown into a high-quality content creator on TikTok.
This is how you can use high-quality content to monetize your videos on TikTok.
The secret to creating high-quality content on a budget.
The start of the videos for every creator that I've seen has been almost verbatim the same. Here is how I make high-quality content for TikTok. Or here's how I make high-quality content for TikTok that is high entertainment value or high value, like some variation of that. Now, when I first started getting these videos, I got about 5 or 6 within 2 hours while scrolling on TikTok while on this boat. And I was like, all right, I'm sensing a pattern because I know what I know in the back of my head, but I'm like, okay, maybe this is just a coincidence. But then I started getting more and more of these videos and I'm like, oh, TikTok's talking to people. Now, finally, yesterday, I got videos, 2 of these videos that I had not seen previously. Well, one of them I had seen prior to this, actually.
This is how you can use high-quality content to monetize.
With the paid partnership label, and I realized down at the bottom of their description box, it said TikTok partner. Now, I want to make it abundantly clear, I have not been reached out to by TikTok, nor do I think I would be, because I don't make high-quality, high-value content on TikTok. I make goblin core TikTok content, where I just sit there and film a video the way I would a Instagram story post, something that I want to live on TikTok forever. In some instances, they're blurry, awful, or it's an on the site, on the ground, I am at an event documenting something and I want there to be an in-the-moment documentation of it, or a note or something like that. It's usually not high production value. Occasionally, I will do small little event reviews or for like shorter events that I know won't make it onto a full YouTube video. But for the most part, my TikTok content is not high quality content. It's not meant to be. It is my fun platform where I have fun and I make fun little content for it. That's not going to change just because TikTok wants things to change. But let me bring a little more context into why this is happening now. By the time you're finding this, it'll have been about 2 weeks ago, but when I was in Las Vegas for F1, my friend messaged me and she said, hey, I'm going to the TikTok summit. Here's who to have your team reach out to get you added. Oh wait, you're in Vegas. And I was like, yeah, I can't go. And a couple of my friends ended up going to this TikTok summit that took place in LA. One of my friends left after an hour and a half because she was so put off by how out of touch TikTok sounded, including the fact that they had apparently just discovered what the demure trend was at the end of November. Something that most of my friends brought up to me that were there said they really want us to make high quality, high value content. I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, yeah, they really want us to start like really focusing on using like better quality cameras and mics and the like. But that's not what does well on TikTok. Basically what it sounds like for why TikTok wanted this is they want people to really put effort into their content, to elevate it to the level of an Instagram, a YouTube, or a Twitch. They want it to be a more intentional content platform versus the content platform that you upload a silly little clip of you and your friends doing something goofy that occasionally goes viral, or in the instance of influencers, doing something that is, you know, a day in my life video. But even then, these videos that I am now seeing, okay, of people being like, here's how I make high quality, high value content, they're not influencers, not really. They are actively going after content creators, which I do think is an interesting choice. But I do find it interesting that they are making this really concerted effort to push out this content, specifically doing paid promotion for their videos on these apps that they are, you know, enlisting these creators to do. And these videos, it seems, are all being tagged TikTok partner. Now, I should note, because just because you are in the beta monetization creator program on TikTok, that does not mean you are a TikTok partner. This whole thing overall as well is really interesting that they're choosing now to make this push when they did have someone that was a pretty high profile person making really high quality TikTok videos. And it just kind of pittered out and they moved on. You guys know who Jason Derulo is, don't you? You see, Jason Derulo kind of became infamous during lockdown, where he started making literal full like short form movies on TikTok. Got 65 million on TikTok. Now he's just back to kind of making, you know, TikTok dance content, promoting his music, understandably. You don't have to like Jason Derulo to acknowledge that this man was spending money on his TikToks. Okay, he had like visual effects. There's some music here, but he's saying, how the hell am I supposed to kill water? And then music plays and then he attacks the water. Okay, and he was doing that for a long time. And then now he's gone back to doing his like normal at-home content that's like fairly low-key. Even still little skits on occasion, but they're not like, again, I don't want to say low value, because again, I do think that that comes down to different people, but the quality is just different. It's back to what usually does better on TikTok, which is the one camera and then the bit is speaking for itself even when you're doing a sketch. He spends so much money on his TikTok to the point that he talks about TikTok changing his career in his book. Back to the present day, when I am looking at these videos where it's like, here is how I make high quality content, what is annoying me the most when I get these videos is, one, they are almost seemingly identical. They're all talking about using a camera, using a tripod, using a mic, you know, using the things that genuinely come in when you are trying to upgrade your camera, your audio, you're trying to elevate your content game. Why I try and get anyone to do content, I tell you the same thing. Start today. It's better than starting tomorrow. If that means filming on an iPhone, if that means filming on an iPad or filming on a potato, do it. The point is starting. Because if you are entertaining, if you have a story to tell, if you are interesting, if you have something you want to share and teach people, then people will connect with you regardless of the quality. Will people always complain? Yes. My overall frustration with these videos is that they are almost identical, where they are telling you to do the exact same thing, but they're going to a variety of different creators across multiple different verticals. Film, I've been seeing a lot of history creators, a lot of horror creators, information creators for the most part, like someone who is sitting there, talking head creators, that makes sense, because most of these all fall into talking head creators. I am a talking head creator. Yes, I go out and experience life and then I come back and bring you B-roll, but there's a reason that when I do an event review, I am still telling a story to the camera. I am a talking head creator. that is what you, my audience, has shown me you like. You like when I'm the one telling you the story, and then the B-roll is supplementary. A lot of content falls under talking head content, but that seems to be the across the board content that I'm seeing. I'm not seeing influencers. I'm not seeing your New York lifestyle girlies making these videos for the TikTok partner program or whatever it is. And so it's very interesting that they are focusing towards going to these TikTok creators that are specifically doing what is, I guess you could argue, traditionally seen as like YouTube content, where they are doing explaining videos, tier list videos, explanation videos, things like that. But I have been seeing creators of different sizes. A lot of them have close to 1 million, over 1 million, in some instances down to I think 58K is the smallest person that I saw. If you have a goal for a campaign, whether it's for TikTok or for other platforms or for other brands, you want to cherry pick the creators that you work with so that they are a good fit, so that their audience is a good fit. My overall problem with this, and I want to make this abundantly clear, aside from the overtly trying to push an agenda on a platform that I spend arguably too much time on in a way that is so transparent, frustrating, it's very in your face, like, this is how I do this. You know what's annoying me more than anything? I have never been shown most of these creators. This so-called high quality, high value content that they are telling me how to make, I have never once been shown that. You would think that TikTok, if they really wanted people to make these high quality, high value content, they would show how these videos actually get views. They would show that these videos are the ones that people actually want to see overall. But no, it's these videos that they are artificially inflating and doing paid partnerships with of how to make this type of content. Just because you make something high quality does not mean you are owed views. I have people come to me all the time, whether they are TikTokers who are trying to become YouTubers or small YouTubers trying to grow, okay? They come and tell me, they're like, I have the perfect camera, I have the perfect mic, but I think I need the best lighting. They just need to go and spend this amount more money and things like that. And I'm like, let me see one of your videos. Oh, you're boring in this. What is this editing? You're acting as if people already care about who you are. You have not shown me any of your personality. You have not shown me that you are entertaining and that I shouldn't click off and go watch some other person's video. And that's going to sound harsh, but at the end of the day, people want to be entertained. They want to be taught something. They want to learn something. They want to experience something that they will never get to experience through you. Production value is useless if you are not entertaining to watch. No one owes you views tomorrow because you bought an expensive camera today. I did a lot of things wrong throughout the entirety of my YouTube career, okay? I just celebrated 10 years making YouTube videos. But the point is that I never got to be a full-time creator without those 5+ years of dog shit views. That time was necessary for me to figure out what my audience liked, what my audience liked about me, but not even just that, what I liked doing. I love being a nosy, curious person and then translating that for you, whether that's via TikTok or at an event or at a product, okay, that I bought and I'm like, I don't know why this is all over TikTok, but we're going to talk about it. That's what I love doing. And so whenever I make this video and I make it in a way that I enjoy it, that's going to come across to you, the audience, okay? The audience likes authenticity. There's that word that everyone likes to throw around. Great about being authentic, you just talk about things that you like and enjoy. Yes, there are definitely videos that I make where I'm like, this is gonna get views, 100%. But there are also videos that I make and I put out and I'm like, this is gonna flop, because I liked making that video. And that's fine and dandy. I could have the crispest audio of all time. I have had awful audio. For the last year, I was using a Target mic that was $35. Oh, I have it here. Where is it? I used this for a year. People comment about the audio on occasion. Yes. Did that stop the views from going up? No. Filming with a hedgehog in my hand right now. I'm filming on a plain white background on a cruise ship because I have information that I want to share with you. And so I'm just doing that. I know I'm talking in circles, but I'm just trying to emphasize, like, you can have the highest production, you can have the perfect color captions on screen on your TikTok shorts, your reels, whatever, it doesn't matter. Nothing is going to be better than you being you and you making good content and you sharing a story or being something funny or anything like that. At the end of the day, you can prep and prime and script and write all you want. At a certain point, you have to hit record and talk to the camera. You just have to. Whether it's on short, vertical, long form, live stream, whatever, you just have to start talking and making the content. This is one of the things as well where I'm not worried about AI taking my job in particular. This is gonna sound like a tangent, but I also have a lot of people come to me with AI offerings for content and things like that. And I always tell them no, and I tell them, what about me makes you think that AI could do my job? Because sure, AI could look at this trend and tell you a summary of why these creators are talking about it. But would they give you this breakdown with this knowledge of people going to events because I've talked to people? Maybe. Probably not, though. The AI go to F1 for me and experience a ticket issue and everything else that I dealt with, and creators being weird, and cars going fast and talking about the feeling of the cars vibrating your internal organs. No, AI cannot do that, not at this current time. At the end of the day, the amount of creators that I also have come to me and they're like, oh, I'm using AI to write my scripts. And like, I'm trying to make them better. And I'm like, I'm not the one to help you with this because I don't script, I just talk. And sometimes that makes me sound very disjointed and all over the place, but that's because I have something I want to tell you. And sometimes I just have to tell you right immediately. These videos, sure, are high quality, high value content. They definitely film them on a camera. They probably film them with a mic. These videos are not the ones that I would want to see from these creators. I want to see this high value content. And I've been being shown quite a lot of interesting creators from this, yes, but that's not the content I want to see. And I'm a creator that engages with here's how to do more viral content on TikTok, because frankly, a lot of TikTok coaches don't give good advice, specifically when it comes to YouTube. They're usually far off base, or they are just doing something that they know will get views on TikTok and for themselves, not so much like will help you get views on TikTok. Let's do me being helpful and giving you some high quality content advice, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. With YouTube, people like consistency, okay? People want to tune in to their show on the channel like they would a regular TV show, okay? So having a set date that you post, announcing when you're going to be releasing a new episode is a good idea. Reels, a lot of people just swipe through the Reels feed without the sound on for some reason because a lot of the sound on Instagram is annoying. So that's where captions are very valuable, is on Instagram Reels. And Instagram Reels that are overly fake or overly clickbaity, here's how to do this. Read the caption so that you keep watching that video on Reels. The audience for shorts is getting more diverse, but it is still mostly young boys. Okay, that's why you've got a lot of speed running clips doing well, podcasting clips doing well, and any shorts that I post without my glasses on do very well. It's so transparent sometimes. Then on TikTok, there's a variety of what does well, but again, it's usually just the goofy little comedic clips. People like being surprised and shocked. People like being like, wait, did she just say that? People want to see real life. They want to see a life that they will not experience. That's why a lot of influencer content does so well on TikTok, because people will maybe never get to experience being a rich young woman in New York, but they want to see your lifestyle, or they want to hear a story that you tell them about being interesting. And maybe in those instances, you have the captions on the screen. But more often than not, really vibrant color changing captions are annoying. Those simple auto-generated captions that come up on videos more often than not do work really well. Will the auto-generated captions be the thing that keeps someone from scrolling away? No, but you know what might get someone to scroll away? Violent changing color captions every 2 seconds. And you also have to consider who your audience is. Like, do you want women as your audience base? Then you're gonna want to probably do more girly content. I'm having to deal with this right now, where a lot of my audience here on YouTube is actually fairly split 60-40 women to men. And so when I'm trying to grow my second channel, Girly Pop Go, which is car and motorsports, I'm trying to get more women over there and making it abundantly clear this is for the girls, gays, and theys. And I'm still getting my shorts only shown to men. But that's just the algorithm only showing car content to men more than anything, in my opinion. I feel like more often than not now, it's not so much that people want to make content or be creators because they like being creators. They want that influencer lifestyle or that creator lifestyle, or they want to be, you know, rich and they think this is the way to do it. And frankly, I will be honest, this is the most money I've ever made in my life as a creator. Would never be able to make this still being a barista, or if I had gone through with my English degree. If I had gone through that, what would have been my options? Writing, maybe going and making a pivot into journalism, or being a teacher. I never would make this money that I'm making now as a teacher. It just wouldn't happen. And that's a whole separate discussion about how teachers are underpaid in this country, but that's not the topic of this video. My overall point is that you can have the perfect strategy, the perfect camera, the perfect filming of anything, and it's not going to change your ability to be funny. Or what's going to happen as well is it's not going to stop the TikTok algorithm from throttling your views or throttling your money when you have a video that does well. Regularly right now, I hear stories of creators having one video do exceptionally well, and then that starts making other videos do exceptionally well, and then they get a flag telling them they are ineligible for the partner program that month, or there is a reset on the 15th or something like that, and then their views tank halfway through the month. And that's the thing with TikTok, is that it's so regularly inconsistent, and that's going to continue to be the problem and the hindrance for creators trying to make it their high quality, high value content hub. The way they kind of get around doing like, oh, this is a sponsored, so they don't have to do hashtag ad on these, is they do it in a bonus format. So if you get a certain amount of views, you get paid a certain amount based on that. And so that's where they get away with being like TikTok partner instead of hashtag ad. Don't really agree with it, but it is what it is. I want to reiterate, the creators that I'm seeing making these videos, I'm not criticizing these creators at all. I'm annoyed by the lack of variation in the script, but I'm assuming that that is a very clear choice by TikTok asking them to make these videos. Have you been seeing these videos? Have you seen high quality, high value content that you actually enjoy? Which creators are those from? Do not link them, but if you want to put who they are down below, would be much appreciated. And what's something that you made on TikTok that was a stupid, goofy little video that did very well? And how was it not high quality, high value, and you still found that it was entertaining and it did well? Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder, I stream on Twitch. Reminder that Swell Entertainment is now available on Spotify. Reminder to use code SWELL for 10% off on gamer subs. Shout out to my channel members. If you'd also like to join channel memberships, you can go ahead and click join down below. And have a lovely day. Goodbye. Everyone has something about them that is interesting that they can use to set themselves apart as a creator or an influencer. But you have to be the one to determine what that is for yourself, because you are the only person with your life experience.